Another victory with the black pieces after the one against Jeffrey. This is an important one. Coming into this game, a pack of hungry wolves behind you, only half a point. How important was for you to get this victory with the black pieces?
Yeah, I thought this was a game that I really should be fighting for the win, potentially. I didn't want to go crazy, but I thought, especially if Andrew plays this line, then we're going to get a big fight. And he has shown the intention to play this line. And I had a rare idea in the opening, knight h5, deviating from his game against Levon, which repeated with bishop g7, knight b5. So this was a rare and interesting idea, rather risky, of course, but also if white doesn't know what to do, it's very interesting. And he clearly was caught off guard a bit. He didn't really react in the best way. I think bishop d3 is a very dubious move, and then bishop h4 is an even more dubious move.
Yeah,
and,
he was shuffling
probably
these last few moves with his bishop. He actually made 5 moves with the bishop in a row and allowed you to break in the center and get that queen to b6. A lot of tension in the position. How did you assess it after this move, queen to b6?
I thought this was much better, maybe borderline winning for black.
It is, yes.
I could also take on d4 and play knight e6, which is better for black. Like, my first intention was, okay, knight e6, and queen goes back, and d4, and knight goes back, and of course I'm much better, but then I saw queen b6 is perhaps even more devastating for him.
Yeah.
And then I think I didn't play well. I mean, okay, knight f5 is definitely correct. Like, for a few moves I probably played correctly, but then I think I lost some of the advantage, like maybe here somewhere. Yeah, maybe f5, yeah, I spent some time on it, and I thought that, like, if I play f5 and then rook b1, queen d4, I get a better version of the endgame, but of course I should chase his king to f1, my first intention. And the thing is, after king f1, queen d4, take, I saw like rook b1 and then knight f3, and I didn't want to start wasting time with my pieces. Bishop b7, knight f3, c5, but of course it's very important that he can't castle.
Yeah.
But I was a little bit unsure if this was a better version or what we had in the game. And finally I went for what we had in the game. I regretted it somewhat.
But it was still overwhelming at this point.
I wasn't so sure. Like, if he plays rook a1 instead of rook c1. Also after bishop e6, yeah, rook a1, bishop d5, castle, bishop g7, c3. Of course, I'm up a pawn. It's much better, but the drawing margin in chess is rather high. And he can start to both trade bishops with bishop f3 and also play rook a5, rook a1. So I felt like I didn't play this too ideally, and then he played rook c1, and I think after that, bishop h6 is a very devastating move. Yeah. Maybe among other moves, but I didn't really see... I thought, okay, instead of h4, probably king f1 is the most tenacious on move, what was it, 25, I guess? King f1, but I thought bishop d2, knight d2, knight c3. This is what convinced me to play bishop h6 when I played it, because, okay, my bishop's trapped, but with this I save it, and his king on f1 is, of course, also in big trouble. So, yeah, at this moment I was pretty confident.
Absolutely, an important victory for you, Fabiano. Congratulations. Definitely you're setting up a good trend for this tournament. Try to defend the title. We'll see you tomorrow.
Our congratulations as well, Fabi. Well, we're getting a lot of results this round 5. I mean, that rest